Hello, I'm Phil Briscoe, and with me today is one of our technical engineers from Maver, Steve Bowen. Steve.
Phil.
Now then, you've all seen, or probably using, this system, which is the side puller kit. Okay, this is a very, very good system indeed, and it's landing fish that little bit quicker. Clearly, when you've got a big fish on with a fairly soft elastic, tons of elastic pouring out, this system is gathering the elastic to land that fish that little bit quicker. This is a simple kit which is drilled with a PTFE. You've all done it, you all know the system. However, one of the disadvantages with this system is that the elastic from the PTFE bush is effectively running at a rather strange angle down the section. It doesn't run as smoothly as it could. The elastic really needs to be bang central, and we've invented a little item that fits inside the pole that will keep the elastic dead straight down the pole, and that is called the Easy Flow Cone Bung. What is the Easy Flow Cone Bung? Well, it's a black bung with a green wheel that turns, that's fitted to the top of the bung itself. The elastic simply goes around the green wheel here, okay, and then runs down the pole, keeping the elastic dead central inside the pole itself. Okay, so when that's fitted, and we'll show in a moment just how that's done, if I turn this around, we've actually cut the section so you can see the wheel sat inside the section itself, and you can see there the elastic running over the green wheel. What that does is keeps it bang central and makes for easy pulling of the elastic, and you can actually hear the wheel moving as that elastic is stretched or as it retracts. Okay, very, very good system indeed. Steve, fitting it, just how easy is it to do?
Very easy, Phil. Takes all of 5 minutes.
Okay.
From start to finish.
Well, would you like to take us through and show us exactly how that's done?
As you see, we've got all the components here. We have, the main thing, a 4.5mm drill for your size 4 internal bush, which will be for your bead. We've got an elastic, we've got a size 5 for the end of your kit. You've got your Easy Flow, your Dacron connector, extractor rod, all the components you need for the simple test like this.
Okay, the extractor rod, of course, with this particular bung is a screw fitting on the end here, so you simply screw in, put it into position, screw it out, away you go. So no tails or anything like that. An extractor rod you have to have with this particular unit. Now come on Steve, take us through.
Right Phil, see if you'd like to pass me the one with the, at Maver, you see, as Phil mentioned, these are reinforced just solely so you can drill them, otherwise you've got too much of a weak spot in the number 3 kit.
And we call these an Easy Flow power kit.
Power kit, yes.
Uh-huh.
So we take, it's got one here already, we take our cone bung, and we actually insert it into the pole, and you push it until it won't go any further. And then when you extract it, you will actually mark on your reinforced part where this roll will come to.
Okay.
And that gives you the point to drill.
So I might say the reinforced area has been put in a position where the cone is pretty well going to fit. Give or take, it's going to fit within that reinforced area.
Within the reinforced. It was made to 23 centimetres to take like the extractor rod. Otherwise, you lose the rod up the pole, you can't retrieve it.
Okay.
That's what we do it. Usually put a bit of masking tape around and mark it a lot easier.
Okay.
Then it's just a case then of drilling that where you've marked it.
Okay, simple enough. Drill through the reinforced area, and you can see from that, although that's a carbon fibre tube, that reinforcing is really quite heavy reinforcing and took a little bit of getting through. So be careful, because if you go through the second wall, then obviously you've ruined a section. Be careful with that, through the reinforcement, and away you go. So
Yeah.
that's first
Just give it a
hole
little
drilled.
clean up with the file, just to get any roughness off the sides. And then if you take a size 4 bush, which is a 3.5mm bush, it should fit straight in. There you go.
And you would glue that, would you, Steve?
If you want to glue it in for safety, it's up to you, but it is quite firm inside there.
Okay.
Second phase is we take the little bead that we use for pulling.
Those beads, incidentally, which Steve is showing you now, are already supplied with the Easy Flow bung there. And I might say all of the instructions, as we're going through this, all of the instructions are there for your viewing. So dead easy, just follow the instructions and away you go.
If we just pull only an inch or so of elastic through there, like so. Just one simple overhand knot. And that's just sufficient enough to pull back through. Stop it coming, lock it in, stop it coming out. And then just tidy it up a little bit. And then if we feed it through, you can use elastic thread if you want, but it's such a short piece of pole to go through. Right, once we've threaded that through, it's a simple case of around your wheel. Now this is the tricky part, is to feed this back through your section. For this you can use a diamond eye threader to save it sticking.
So that's around your wheel now. I take it at this point you've got to make sure that those aren't twisted as
That's
you
right,
have
yes.
now.
And also to keep it straight where you've got your wheel, when it runs round, you've got to keep this piece at the top of your wheel. And then what you do, you just push it up. And at this point you can test it.
Working perfectly.
Perfect.
Almost sounds like the ratchet on a reel, you know?
And then I've got the other piece. These tops, you don't have to cut anything back. They will take a size 5 PTFE internal bush.
So number 5 fits in there, so they're already to the correct length in the first place, no cutting required. Don't forget these are the Easy Flow power kits.
Diamond eye threader through again. Right, once you've pulled it through, 2 sections together, and then just tension up your elastic as you would any other way. Make a small knot.
You're fitting to that what? A Dacron
I'm going to
connector,
fit
Steve?
a small Dacron connector that we do.
Okay, this of course is your choice, either a Dacron connector, plastic connector, crow's foot, whatever you want to do. But we do recommend very strongly the Dacron connectors, which seem to be very, very popular out there now, particularly for commercial carp fishing.
It looks a lot neater when you've got a Dacron connector on as well.
Pull up the bead. Bingo. Finished.
One finished kit.
Okay, well that took Steve all of what, 2-3 minutes to complete. It might look complicated, it is not. It's very, very simple. It really is just a question of following the instructions that's on there, or going to our website and watching this clip just to make sure you've got it absolutely correct. but it really is a simple way and a very, very effective way of enhancing the puller kits that are already out there. You know, we don't make a puller kit, we make a section with reinforcement, and we produce this particular item, which enhances greatly the use of puller kits, and this is unique to Maver. So there you have it, and ready to fish with, and listen to that. Absolutely fantastic innovation, and that is going to land fish quicker, much more smoothly, and for £5.99 you get the whole thing to get going. Then you choose your elastics and away you go. So you've seen it, dead easy to do. Thanks for that, Steve.
No problem, Phil.
You know, 2-3 minutes, the kit is ready to go. We'll see you on the bank landing them fish that bit quicker.